Ladies and gentlemen, now I hope you're all ready for a super fun video today because we're going to be ranking up 3-star Diablo, checking out his abilities, and then going into Act 4 to test out some Diablo gameplay. Now, if you haven't already watched the 1 or 2 content creator reviews that are out already, it's probably a good idea to have very, very low expectations for this character. Diablo, from what I've read so far, and again, I don't like to fully judge a character before I've played it, so we're going to give you the final verdict at the end of this video. But Diablo, it looks like he would have been a great champion, a pretty good one in like 2014, 2015, but I think 2019, he is not going to come out too well. And let's have a bit of a chat as this video goes on. Some of the reasons why Diablo might not be the most viable character, or might be inferior, comparatively speaking, to some of the crazy champions in the Mystic class, and also in kind of the, demigod tier to god tier bracket, in terms of my tier list as well. So let's go ahead and smash that rank up. Initially on Diablo, let's put some 5k Mystic ISO into this lad. Did I claim some from Stash? I've claimed absolutely no Mystic. I'm an absolute muppet. But we do have quite a bit here ready to go. You know, we saved a fair bit for this very exciting Alchemist character, who I'm sure is to disappoint many people. But hopefully, last year, they did release a bit of a dud. They had Sentry, and to be fair, he's still not really that impressive, but they did take the time to revamp him. That's kind of what I'm hoping for Diablo, from, just going on what I've seen so far. But anyway, let's chuck these 40 levels in and have a bit of a look at the abilities, and talk a bit about what Diablo does. It is worth noting that the 3-star champion is missing a couple of synergies as well, to help him recover like certain potions. So Diablo, the first things first, base stats, there is nothing too impressive about his base stats. His crit rating, crit damage rating below average. Block proficiency is that's okay, but it's slightly below average as well. So yeah, there's really nothing special at all when it comes to the stats. If anything, like a little bit gimped in terms of those. The synergy bonuses. So he's got a pretty cool one with Loki and Red Skull, which allows him to recover one of his counterflow potions after winning a fight. Gives Loki increased curse debuff duration, which I think is going to be very, very good if you are a massive Loki fan there. And Red Skull gets plus 35% shock debuff damage, which just allows him to, deal a little bit more of his special too, but that's still not really going to fix Red Skull, is it, lads? But there we go. And then we have the one with Doc Ock and Green Goblin. So it allows him to recover 1 life stitch after winning 1 fight. And Doc Ock gains 30% heal block buff duration. I think this one for Doc Ock actually might be quite good, because sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to refresh the heal block. So I think this actually might come really, really useful if you are looking to go for like a Doc Ock heal block strategy, and want that additional duration there, so that doesn't seem too bad at all. And then Green Goblin's got this plus 1% attack per Cunning/Madness charge. And I think there's a similar one with Venom as well, so maybe if there are like 4 characters that all have the synergy, and you like snack up Green Goblin, maybe it's going to be alright, man. But I still haven't even got a 4-star Green Goblin, so yeah, we can't test that one out. And I assume there's going to be attack with all the Fantastic Four as well. So that's it for the base stats and synergies. His Awakened ability reduces brewing time by 1 second and increases the duration of his concoctions by up to 40%. It's quite a generous scaling in terms of the 3-star and 4-star sig level there, so that's not too bad. Now, the first thing that Diablo has is he takes 35% reduced poison damage and gains plus 20% power rate, and also the equivalent of, I think it's about 40% attack while poisoned. And this just, I don't know, it's not enough mitigation, because there are so many poison immune characters in the game that I feel like with a lot of other champions, like Omega Red, for example, takes like minus 90% bleed damage, and then gets, the ability to deal massive, massive damage from his aura being enhanced, going up to 30 stacks there. So I kind of think this one's just a little bit rubbish, really. It should be like 4 poison immunity, or like at least 90-95%, and have like a little bit more of a kick to it, to give him like a bit more of a niche as kind of maybe a Mystic champion that thrives under poison, kind of like a Mystic Omega Red to a certain extent. I think there's some really interesting stuff that they could do with this mechanic, but at the moment it just kind of sucks. Like, it's very, very Very, very weak there. So yeah, nothing too special. So as a Master Alchemist, and this is kind of his base thing, he begins with a selection of concoctions ready to be brewed. So he has 4 of each concoction. So he's going to start any quest with 16 persistent charges. And basically, you cycle through these concoctions by throwing light attacks. And when you throw a medium attack, he starts to brew that concoction. And then you can drink it in 3 different ways. One by dashing back and holding block, one by using the special 1, and one by using the special 3 as well. However, if you drink a concoction while the matching concoction effect is already active, you instead get poisoned, you deal damage to yourself, and reduce healing effects there. So yeah, that one is a bit of a penalty that the champion has if not played correctly. Again, there is a slight benefit to poisoning yourself, but still, it doesn't really warrant enough benefit to really do it, because you're also wasting a concoction as well, and you only have 16 every single quest. Again, with certain champion synergies, if you build him around, you can recover concoctions on fight wins, but for long fights, this dude is like, you don't want to play him, man. If you got no concoctions, you got no razzmatazz for this lad, and he's not going to be a great champion to play at all. So his concoctions, there are 4 different ones. You've got the Ember Boon one, which is the orange one. So for 12 seconds, attacks deal a burst of energy damage, 50% more damage dealt, plus an additional 20% for each buff the opponent has. So this is quite nice if there's a big opponent with a lot of passive buffs there, resistor nodes, I can imagine. This would be fairly decent for. Kind of cutting through there. So there's a bit of a use, but again, there are so many Mystic champions that deal with a lot of buffs incredibly well. You've got like Dr. Voodoo, you've got Morningstar, you've got Symbiote Supreme, Magic, Mordo. There are a lot of champions already. I've probably missed a few as well that can deal with champions with a lot of buffs with relative ease. And if you've got an Awakened Ronin and the champion has a lot of buffs, you can just infinitely stun them. So it's pretty easy game, easy life there. So I see this being, very, very inferior in terms of the damage dealt, and this one will also not nullify the effects as well. And then we've got Counterflow Concoction, which is kind of the pink one. So you gain 110% of a bar of power over 12 seconds and allow basic attacks with 25% chance to nullify for that duration. So yeah, this one is alright there, not too bad. Bit of power gain, bit of nullify. It's a nice little bonus there. We've also got Life Stitch Concoctions, so I think it's about a 7%, 8% regeneration when consumed, and increases regeneration rate by 25% for 12 seconds, so this has a bit of synergy with the special 1 there. Again, it's not really anything too special, though, the Life Stitch one, but, it's a nice little thing for the champion to have. And then we got the Iron Skin Concoction, which gives him, like, 80% more attack and makes him stun immune for 12 seconds. So, yeah, you've got that one. That one's pretty decent in terms of the amount of additional attack, and I imagine the combo of Iron Skin and Ember Boon, if you can get both up at the same time, you could deal some fairly nice damage for a very, very short period of time. Again, another thing that's a bit rubbish about these is they're not very long in terms of duration. I think even when you've got a max signature ability Diablo, it's maybe going to be about like 16-18 seconds, and there are points in the fight where you can't always be attacking there, so it'd be nice if like the concoctions, I don't know, gave an effect for like a minute, 2 minutes, especially considering there's a limited amount available. So yeah, just very, very confuses me there. And then we got the special 1. So the special 1 recovers, I think it's again about like 6-7% of total health based on how long you can continue to drink. And also that is a way to consume a concoction as well. The special 2 is unblockable and deals additional energy damage for each active concoction effect and poison effect on Diablo. And special 3, if you have a concoction brewed, you're going to instantly consume it and gain a permanent effect based on the concoction consumed. So Ember Boon or Iron Skin, you get a bit of additional attack for energy-based attacks, and Counterflow or Life Stitch, you're going to gain plus 10% regeneration rate. Like, both of these, again, very, very, very small bonuses. So, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Diablo. So the thing is, where does this champion really fit into the game, and how good is he? And I don't really have an answer to that at the moment. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this gameplay, we can figure out a little bit more about Diablo and some of the stuff that he might be able to do. So let's jump into a little bit of Act 4, the final quest quest number 6 here. And let's go ahead and edit the team. Who are we missing? Okay, we got Dr. Octopus, so let's bring in Green Goblin there. So we've got all of Diablo's synergies active, so at least we can recover like a couple of the concoctions there. So we're going to see how this one goes, man. We're going to see how this one goes. And hopefully, maybe it's not too bad, man. Maybe it's not too bad. The first matchup, Hulk having the class disadvantage, I'm sure is not going to be the absolute best time in the world. But if we can get him down in under 80 hits, this might be a sign that this run might not be completely terrible. So we're having some alright luck with the crits so far, man. Alright luck with the crits. And let's see what we can do. I think for this matchup, do we want to consume this potion? Get a little bit of Iron Skin active. So this increases our attack by a little bit. I think it's Iron Skin and also the Counterflow potion that we've got a little bit of. Right, let's throw off a second special there. Should have maybe gone for a bit more of a rapid SP1 there. Right, come on, man. Let's drink this magical concoction and get a little bit more damage there. Oh, we got the Iron Skin one again. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, no. Right, let's push him a little bit more. Come on, Special 2. Magical damage there. But, you know, we've dropped a little bit of health, which obviously gives us the perfect chance here to showcase the might of Diablo's regeneration. Let's throw off that special 1, and there we go. Look at that, 72%, lads. Try not to be too jealous. There we go, 86 hits, but we did have the class disadvantage there. Oh, I'll let him off a little bit. So, there we go. For the first fight, you know, it's kind of what I expected, man. Again, I've gone into this one with just ridiculously low expectations. We have consumed a few potions there, but we got some back, so we're doing okay. But we do have quite a lot of the life stitch one, right? Oh, and we are heal blocked attacking into this symbiote, which is a little bit unfortunate. Is this the one that's essentially Star-Lord, right? Or this one would be good to have the Ember Boom concoction, if he does have some stacks of armor here. Oh, I didn't mean to brew that one, man. Ah, that's annoying. This brewing mechanic is I'm just not the biggest fan of it in the world. I guess it's something to maybe get used to a little bit on the champion. Okay, well, we can't heal up here because we're heal blocked, so that is a tad unfortunate there. Okay, and we're brewing Life Stitch, but that wouldn't have been able to do anything there. Yeah, that just wasn't too great, boys. Wasn't too great. But let's see. It's going to be a goddamn miracle, really, if we can get Maestro down with this lad. But I'm very curious to see if we can make, you know, a bit of a dent toward it. Should we go for a couple of level 3 health potions, get him topped up a bit, then see if we can, you know, use our wonderful master brewing skills to recover a little bit of health here. Right, we got a counterflow one. I think we got counterflow and life stitch as the ones that we can essentially get infinitely. Right, so let's get a little bit of health there. Certainly his regeneration is not bad, but I think the thing is you can what is it? You can just get so much regeneration on other characters like a Mega Red and Blade. And like Void with the Killmonger synergy on significantly more viable champions. But certainly not the worst regeneration in the world. There we go, look, we're at 100%. Wow, what a great time. Right, let's brew that one. Oh my gosh, this guy really is a bit of a wet noodle, isn't he, boys? Let's go. Oh, look at that destructive wrath of the special 2 there. Okay, in all fairness, boys, in all fairness, we do have the class disadvantage at the moment. So, it's a small thing to take into consideration there. It's definitely a Karnak-style special 1, though. Which I mean, maybe a little bit more useful than Karnak's. I guess Karnak has True Strike, in all fairness. Let's go. Fantastic. Come on, Diablo. You've got this. So proud, mate. So proud. 81 hits. Well, I'll be impressed if we can get magic down, man. I wonder if we can actually get the Arc Overload Infinity... the Arc Overload Iron Man down. I think that's going to be one of the most fun challenges for this champion, is to see if we can actually be somewhat useful when it comes to that fight. Let's retreat here and heal up. Right, I don't know why I just pushed magic through her block, but it happened, boys, so there's that. Let's throw off that special too, come on. Let's go for it, magic. Right, any special 2 there, perfect. I guess because magic doesn't have her special 3 active, it might not be the worst thing in the world to try and push her there. I think there's a very good chance if we push her to that threshold that she gets limbo on proc. Right, let's go back, drink up, heal up. Oh, we got a limbo proc there. Right, let's brew the healing 1. There we go. Well, we didn't get to consume it, but we did brew it, so we got that going for us. 54 hits. You know, eventually died. Eventually died there. I just, I struggle to imagine this lad being, being a champion that people actually want to play in endgame content. I wish I had more of the imagination for it. Right, let's go ahead, fire this one off, counterflow, get a little... Can we heal up this fight to 100? Oh no, I accidentally brewed the counterflow one. No, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, cool. We can't consume another potion, or we'll get poisoned. Actually, we can smash it. Oh, no, we don't want to smash it because Ronan is immune to poison here. So that would be a bad time. Oh my gosh, look at that. 2,000, guys. We just crit for 2,000 with the class advantage. Great. What a time. So happy about that one. Right, well, let's go again. Yay! Well, Ronan's down and 52 hits. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just struggling to understand how this character got in the game. Like, honestly, he kind of feels like a first draft of a champion. Oh, and I know this is somebody's work and they've designed it, but it really does. It kind of feels like, oh, well, this is like maybe a rough idea of, you know, what we want to go for with Diablo. And then kind of just stop there. Didn't really do much testing. I just got to call it as it is, man. There just needs to be a lot changed about this lad. And I really hope that Kabam are very willing to acknowledge that. Because, you know, I said it earlier, man, the content creators, I think there's probably about 20 people in the program at least, and I I haven't seen, like, anybody make a video, apart from, I think, Rich the Man and one Russian YouTuber. But, like, the usual people, man, just not interested, not bothered at all, mate. Right, maybe we should try a special 3. Maybe that's gonna cheer us up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna get stuck at Arc Overload Iron Man? This is pretty much the summary of the video, lads. This symbiote's not even the worst one when it comes to the regen, man. I've not played a 3-star champion anywhere close to this bad in a while. I've had, like, legit, man, most 3-star champions finish Maestro. Or, like, semi-decent ones, good ones, finish Maestro in this amount of hits. Get stuck on this friggin' mutant symbiote. Let's go. Special 2, Whirlwind of Pain. Okay, we're going to drink this potion so we can heal up. Come on, Diablo. You glug. Yes, mate. It's a bit of regeneration, eh? Oh, let's go! 126 hits, boys. That's all it takes. No class disadvantage there. Damn, boy. Are we going to be able to... we got to try and get to Iron Man, right? Because I am not optimistic about being able to kill Iron Man. I want to see if Diablo, like, legitimately gets stuck at Iron Man. That's what I'm very curious about. We might be able to use Counterflow to somehow not get stuck at Iron Man, but don't know if that's too optimistic, boys. Right, we got the class advantage here. The world is our oyster. Let's go. Come on, Gamora. Take this unblockable Wrath. I want to save my potions for Iron Man in the next fight. I think Diablo is definitely maybe the joint winner for worst persistent charge mechanic with Sentry. I would say he's definitely up there in the Sentry tier of just a not a good way to use persistent charges. Okay, well, we got Iron Man. 24k Arc Overload triggers every 20 seconds. So let's see what we can do, boys. Let's see what we can do. So we want to line it up. So we've got a... one of these bad boys to glug. If I glug it off the special 3, does that still give me the effect? Or does it just give me one effect? I want to test that out. I'm hoping for both. So let's go. We're not getting stuck on this Iron Man, boys. We're going to get through him. Okay, so we still get the counter flow buff there, which is fab. Right, we need to nullify this Arc Overload. Come on, nullify. And it didn't nullify. Oh, my goodness. Considering it's like such a limited window to nullify, is there no like guaranteed nullify? And you only have like 4 of them per quest. My goodness. Do you know what? I like Scarlet Witch because you crit and she nullifies. She's a simple gal. She knows what she's doing. Right, okay, so let's wait. Let's throw a special 2, and then we'll use a special 1 to drink this potion and get ready. See if we can nullify Arc Overload this time. Oh my god, we nullified it! Guys, look at that. See? Best champion in the game. Everyone's sleeping on Diablo. it's only taken 112 hits. Did Venom the Duck get this guy down in like... I swear he got like Maestro down in like 60 hits. Something like that. Maybe less. Oh god, no. We've got another Arc Overload here, boys. Oh, I think due to the stun ability accuracy reduction, we got rid of the passive Arc Overload. And now we just triggered the one right toward the end of the fight. And now we've brewed that one again. Well, there we go. We got Arc Overload Iron Man down in, God, how many hits was that? So many. 155. Ah, guys, I take back what I said. I said that Diablo would be a good champion in 2015. The 2015 champion. They weren't this bad, guys. They weren't this bad. Come on, we gotta give them a bit of credit where it's due. There were some alright champions in 2015. Okay, well, do we want to end this with maybe a Medusa duel? I found Medusa on the duel bot, so let's see if we can have a good match here. I thought Medusa, yeah, might be able to do some cool stuff, you know. Well, we'll see how this one ends up going for us. We need... Oh, we've got the Iron Skin, which actually means that we cannot be stunned. So, we can attack when she has 3 stacks, I would assume. Providing we can bait out special 2. Come on, mate. Come on, let's go, Medusa. Let's go. See, look at that, boys. We found one use for him. Being probably the 40th best Medusa counter in the entire game. So much stuff that we've learned. Oh, only for a limited amount of time, though. Right, if we parry and then special 1. Okay, let's just not worry about that then. Let's throw off a special 2. Let's go for this. Then we got a chance to nullify. Was that poison? Oh yeah, we can't poison Medusa, can we? Look, there we go. Nullified a couple there. We're doing alright, lads. We're doing alright. Ah, oh, well. That wasn't going to turn out too well, was it? We got 50% off, 55, but... I don't know, man. Again, it feels like the first draft of the character. It doesn't feel like there's been, like, any testing done, really. And I'm just a bit disappointed because I thought we had passed the stage in Marvel Contest of Champions. So yeah, I don't know, it never makes me feel good when I have to like shit on a champion, but generally like Diablo, he's just poorly thought out. Like, his design's just not very fun to play. He's a bit overly complicated, doesn't really have a good use. His utility is like very, very limited, very constricted, hard to pull off, a bit impractical, highly inferior to other champions in his class and the game. So yeah, I don't know, boys. We're looking at a dud, a complete pile of crap, really. I can understand why, you know, 90% of content creators just didn't make a video on this champion because they want to stay in the content creator program. Maybe. But yeah, I'm just disappointed, man. They could do so much better than this. And I really hope they take the time to revisit Diablo because he's just not a champion that should be, you know, coming out in the game in 2019. But anyway, lads, let me know what you think of Diablo in the comment section below. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.